Superheroes come in all shapes and sizes. They don't always meet in an underground fortress. Sometimes they meet in places that appear to be very ordinary to most people. But inside, there are heroes in training. Some are smart, strong, or brave. Maybe they can build cities, or heal people when they get hurt. But even superheroes need some help sometimes. With your support, we can change the world. Together, we are a force that can't be defeated. Support the club. Save the world. Support your local superheroes and donate now to the Boys and Girls Club of Noblesville at bgcni.org.
It's very true that it takes a village to raise a child. And when it comes to my healthcare village at Community Health Network, it's all nestled right in my phone. Accessing healthcare is the ability to be connected with your provider and ask a question when you need it. I feel like when I'm meeting with a community nurse practitioner or doctor, they're tuned in to what is going on with me and the way that they can serve me best.
Stand by me.
Blades Audio Video Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio, video, and security provider. Blades is a design-built firm that provides high-quality solutions that are designed, engineered, installed, and warranted by our team of experts. For 18 years, we've helped schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. Whether it's your sound system, your displays, your network, or your building security, ask how our experienced team can serve you.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake. Yeah.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got a counter right here. Isn't this where you place the orders?
We sell trophies, we sell plaques, we do embroidery. No food.
You got carry-out?
Unlike the internet, everything that you need we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
You know, Jim, I'll be back tomorrow to pick it all up.
We'll wait for you.
Don't wait long.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville. If you're from Fishers.
Well, before that it was 37A, and before that it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore? It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
Welcome to today's broadcast of IHSAA football on Hamilton County TV, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating over 30 years in the business. We would like to thank our great sponsors, Noblesville Trophies, Gaylord Electric, Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, Community Health Network. Visit HamiltonCounty.com, Hamilton County Sports Authority, Blades Audio Video Security, Sarah Cleverly, FC Tucker, Noblesville Youth Sports Alliance, and the Hamilton County Reporter. Well, welcome. I'm Perry Williams. Alongside me today is Sean Blades. It's morning, Sean. We're not doing an evening football game.
Yeah, good morning. There's a big ball of fire right in our eyes we're not used to seeing.
Yeah.
It's usually behind us by now. So exciting. It's homecoming weekend here in Noblesville. Definitely they're going to have a lot thinner crowd. Franklin Central don't look like they traveled real well either for a Saturday a.m. game. But looking for an exciting day of 6A football, and not a better way to start a Saturday morning.
Yeah, and the one thing about it is, Sean, here when you play a football game on Saturday, you know, our youth football programs playing their playoffs now over at Beaver Field. The soccer team, the girls' soccer teams are on the road, so you know it limits the amount of people that we have in the stands too. So, yeah, the crowd's very, very small, but we're going to get this football game in.
Yeah, and you got two teams that are competing to try to get better. They've been in some games, and Franklin Central comes in here at 1-2 in the conference. Got a win last week over Avon, 10-7. Lost previously to Brownsburg and Zionsville. Noblesville's coming in here at 0-3 in the conference after losing to Zionsville last week and Fishers and Westfield previous weeks in tight games. And both teams are kind of looking to get some traction and get the ball rolling. Nobles would like to get a win, and Franklin Central would like to get back to 500 in the conference, and we'll see how this goes. Looks like Noblesville's kicking off.
The one thing about it, this is a very key game for Noblesville, because the one thing about it is next week's Hamilton Southeastern, the following week is Brownsburg, who is the number one team in the state right now.
Those aren't really bye weeks, are they?
No.
Back deep for Franklin Central, 17, Dennis Mitchell, and number 2, Hudson Moritz. Looks like Noblesville's kicking duties, as usual, will be handled by, I think that's Mason Pressitz. Is that 34? These numbers get all scrunched up. Noblesville's going to kick off toward the south end zone. That's going to be a touchback. Nice kickoff, about halfway back in the end zone. Wind is a little bit out of the northeast. Obviously, it would have been interesting last night playing with those 30, 40 mile an hour winds, and it was a good call. A lot of people had to. You're not just thinking about how the football game is going to be played, but you got to think about all the things: the tents, the cars, the drive in here, the potential flooded roads, the potential trees going down, a lot of power outages. They had really no choice but to postpone this game. So the boys are getting to play in nice weather. In a Saturday morning, a little different look. They're not used to this type of day. I was looking out there pregame thinking of it's going to take away certain plays with looking into the sun, trying to throw the ball. And Franklin Central comes out and quads to the right and just runs a quick screen out there to number 2, Hudson Moritz. Their quarterback for Franklin Central's Nevin Tudorow, number 11, a 6'2 senior. Made a nice throw there and a pickup of 9 on 1st and 10. FC is going to see, you're going to see a lot of shotgun, you're going to see a lot of throwing the ball, which, again, had they played last night, that wasn't an option. Got tight, wide receiver to the right, 2 wide receivers to the left, single back in the backfield. Again, another quick bubble. Good play there by Abram Hunter coming up to lay the hit there to make it an incomplete pass. They had numbers, and Abram just did a wonderful job of using that athleticism, defeating that block, and causing that ball to be incomplete. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 1 for FC. There's enough wind to affect the passing game a little bit, but I would say, Perry, maybe a 10, 11 mile an hour wind. A little gusty here and there, but it shouldn't affect it too much. FC with 2 backs in the backfield would make you think they're going to run here on 3rd and 1. They do run off the left side. Nice run for the first down. It's 13 on the carry there. Ryan Frazier, good tackle there for the Millers by safety there. 31, that's Cam Mullen. You think I know his name by now. Cam's made a lot of plays this year.
Yeah, he's had a great season. You know, Sean, the one thing about it is it won't affect Miller's passing game quite as much as it will Franklin Central.
I don't know. I had rumors that they were going to spread it out today and just throw it around about 50 times, let Max throw his arm out. But we'll see here. Number 2, Hudson Moritz on the carry, trying to get the field. I remember this kid from being a 6th grader. He's a really good, fast player for Franklin Central. This is one of their better classes back in the day. He pulled, but Indy Wilhelm does a wonderful job of setting that edge. Aiden Brewer also out there. Definitely good fundamental football there of setting that edge and giving him nowhere to go. Now they come back out with tight wide receiver to the wide side. They're motion the back out to empty backfield. Tudorow back to throw. Scrambles. Some pressure put on. He's able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Again, pressure, I think, that time by Indy Wilhelm or Drew Conte. Tudorow had nowhere to go with the football. He had an open receiver up the right side, but he wasn't able to see him quick enough for a little gain. But good pressure by Noblesville's front 3 and really caused that play to break down. 3rd and 12 now. FC's got 2 wide receivers to the left, H-back and a single back in the backfield here. Tudorow's just going to take off with this one. He chews around out of bounds. Going to be about 3 or 4 yards short. Might have been able to turn that back in and pick it up, but he didn't want to sacrifice his body this early in the game. Probably not a bad call. Noblesville did a pretty good job of stringing that and covering the receivers. 4th and 4, number 11 for Franklin Central. Tudorow also is going to be their punter, which opens up some things for them if they wanted to get fancy. Don't look for that here early in the game. Flags are pretty still here. Looks like Ty Holmes back deep for the Millers. Good snap. Miller's not choosing to put a lot of pressure on it, and Holmes just lets that one go, which wasn't a terrible decision. They don't get 4 or 5 more yards. Noblesville's going to take over 1st and 10 from about their own 20-yard line. Well, we'll see. Noblesville, since since Coach Sharp's been here and they've been in the T offense, they're 1-3 against Franklin Central. Got a win against them. Last year they had them on the ropes and lost late, but they've always played pretty tough games. Max Miller is going to come out and call the signals. I know from talking to some of the Miller folks in the area, they are definitely impressed by Franklin Central's front 7 defensively. They feel like they're one of the better groups they've went up against. Looks like FC is going to come out in just a 4-3. Got the corners walk down. We see a lot of that against this defense. They got a lot of big fellas in the middle. Looks like they're aiming to slant hard inside of those guards. This T offense is based a lot on those guards and guard pulls and things like that. Just a quick dive up the middle there. Brody Gunt picks up 2 or 3 yards. Simple fullback dive. Chose not to come out pulling guards, which A lot of times Coach Sharp just wants to see what the other defense is going to do. Big number 64, and I believe that's big number 68 inside. John Steinhofer and I think that's Vincent Webb are playing the interior tackles here. And against this offense, those guys can really, really stop it if they hold their ground and clog up gaps and can cause some problems in there. That's what they're doing. They're just slanting them pretty hard. Going to run just a quick power off the left side. I believe that's Ty Holmes. Going to be short by a couple. We're up about a 3rd and 3. That's just a buck sweep, what we would call that. Little fake trap to the fullback, and a lot of times, you're keying guys, so you're looking for that fake to see if their middle linebacker chases the fullback, which gives you one less guy to block out the power hole. It's equivalent of blocking him, really. 3rd and 2. Got defensive offsides. I believe they lined up over the ball. It's going to be a big break for the Millers early. It's going to move the ball to a 1st down. 33-yard line. Be up 1st and 10. May change the play call for Coach Sharp. Got Izzy Oladipupo, Bodie Gump, and Ty Holmes in the backfield. We got Andy Wilhelm and Aiden Brewer at tight ends. Toby Barnes at center. We'll get through some of the rest of the line here soon. Oh, bobbled snap there by Miller. I believe Miller recovered it.
Yeah, I think so. I think he's got that.
Yeah, just kind of fumbled it as he turned.
Well, even though this is a turf field, that turf's probably pretty wet, the ball and stuff. Not nearly as much as it'd be with grass. But.
We're seeing DeMonte Collier Jr. and Luke Heil both check in the game here. Little different look. We got a little double wing look with 2 wide receivers. You got a single tight end to the left side. As Miller goes under center to an empty backfield. Got Collier on a jet sweep here.
Oh, if he could turn. Oh, what a great tackle over there.
Yeah, he looked like he had something there. DeMonte's a fast kid. 37 from Franklin Central. Jacob Lewis Jr. made a heck of a play there.
6 foot, 185 pound.
There's a lot of speed at 6A football. There's a few guys that are elite that we've seen, but it's hard to get the edge on teams. I mean, DeMonte, I believe, is only a sophomore. He's going to be a really good player in the future here for Noblesville. Again, a little different look. Going to look for the little throwback.
Little fancy little pass there.
It's a little toss sweep, pass back to the little tight end screen to Eddie Wilhelm on the left side, but very well defended. It happened so quickly. I don't think Franklin Central had time to bite on it. It's going to bring up a 4th and 7. Millers are going to drop back to punt here. Number 2, Hudson Moritz back to return for Franklin Central. Doing the punting duties is Mason Pressetz, I believe. Good snap. Good kick.
Good kick.
Going to be a fair catch called for by Moretz, and he makes the catch about the 33-yard line where Franklin Central will take over for their second possession.
Sean, those are actually new uniforms for the Millers, new jerseys.
Oh, yeah?
They have their names on them.
Oh, wow, I didn't even notice that. I can't read it from here. You can barely see the numbers, Perry. I can barely see you. That's how bad it's getting. Well, Franklin Central and both teams picked up on 1 first down on their first drive. Offenses probably went back to the drawing board, watched a little sideline film, and going to come out and see what they can take advantage of. FC comes out with trips to the right, single tight end to the left. They're right in the middle of the field. Totoro back to pass.
Good
First
rush
read
by the
wasn't there.
Millers.
Good coverage downfield. There's really nowhere to go with the football.
He just kind of threw that away.
Yeah, I was looking downfield, and everything was covered very well by the Millers. Totoro makes a good decision there just to dump it off and go to 2nd and 10.
Actually, pretty good coverage by the Millers there on defense.
It's interesting. The ball was right in the middle of the field. Now it's over almost on the left hash.
Yeah. Totoro's thrown for 652 yards this season in 4 games.
Trips to the right. Again, little bubble screen. Well played by the safety there. I believe that's Ty Holmes coming up to make that play and slowed him down enough to.
Here's the replay.
Yeah, it was Ty Holmes coming up to make a nice play. Going to bring up a 3rd and 2, though. Franklin Central's got to be happy with that gain. 3rd and 2 from the 41. FC brings a fullback into the backfield, blocking back as they call him. You got tight to the left. Everything looks like run off the left side here. Got a pulling guard that kind of got in the way, but
he got it.
Yeah, he did. He kept his feet driving, and running back here. I'm trying to get a number off of the running back. Number 5, Avery Allen, made a really nice run there and just kept his legs moving. He was contacted right at the first down. Sticks are a little short. And
Allen's carried the ball 75 times for 321 yards this season.
Yeah, we got to dig that out. We got a depth chart from Franklin Central, but it didn't have their numbers on it, which is kind of hard to decipher.
Oh,
tip ball. Oh, Aiden Brewer got his hands on that one. And
good play by Brewer there. That just kind of blew it up, Sean.
Yeah, pass was intended for Broderick Middleton out there, and Brewer got his hands on it, and Franklin Central's.
And we've watched Brewer play a lot of sports, both basketball and football, and that kid, once he touches the football, those hands are just like magnets.
Usually.
Good play there.
Fortunate for Franklin Central, that ball just was incomplete. Going to bring up a 2nd and 10. Again, they got the blocking back of the H-back to the right side, 2 receivers to the right, no tight end in this formation. Going to just direct roll out. Ooh. Totoro threw that away. He had a receiver breaking back over the middle, a little open, but that's a tough throw back across your body. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 from about the 47-yard line.
Middleby, the nose guard, put a lot of pressure on Totoro there.
Yeah, Adam Henby's been all over.
I'm sorry.
He's been all over the quarterback all year. He gets off the ball. If he does anything, that he probably gets a little yelled at. Sometimes he gets too far upfield on runs, but he gets after it and he defeats blocks, play after play after play. He's something else. Moritz in motion there. They're going to look for a screen back the other way. Very well defended by Abram Hunter and Aiden Brewer. Still able to pick up a few yards, screen back to Broderick Middleton, but very well defended by the Millers. Abram Hunter did a wonderful job there, and Aiden Brewer to what we call vicing that down. They're working together just to take away inside and outside leverage. And I'll tell you, Middleton's a strong kid. I see why they play him at blocking back. He carried both of them about 5 yards there.
He certainly did.
Totoro is, again, the punter.
That's always scary when your quarterback also punts the ball, because, there could be a case where, they run a play off of that.
And especially around midfield, you have some options here. 4th and about 7. They are going to run a fake, and he's wide open.
Why did we know that?
Isaiah Carpenter, number 4, makes the catch. If you watch the replay, again, they ran a motion in, and then the tight end, essentially, or the kid on the left side of the H-back came out of the backfield completely uncovered. Again, something Franklin Central saw on film. They felt like Noblesville special teams has been suspect. Honestly, it's cost them a lot of heartache and field position this season, and Franklin Central thought they'd take advantage of something there around midfield. Little risk, high reward, and they got paid off for it. Timeout by the Millers. Going to regroup here. Give you a chance to talk about some of these great sponsors, Perry.
That's right. Celebrating over 30 years, Logan Street Signs and Banners specialize in that last-minute signage and banners, serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. You can contact them at 317-773-7200 or visit them on their website, loganstreetsigns.com. What about Noblesville Trophies? It offers a large range of products, including sports trophies and corporate awards. Noblesville Trophies provides you with that same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391 or check them out on their website, noblesvilletrophies.com. Well, Sean, we got 3:29 left to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, and Franklin Central's kind of making a run here. They've held the ball most of the quarter. Noblesville ran, I think, 5 or 6 plays earlier with a penalty mixed in and punted. FC doing something they don't do a lot of. That's run the football. Again, I believe that's 22 Broderick Middleton trying to go up the middle. Yeah, you got to keep them honest, even if they feel like throwing the balls where they're going to have an advantage. You got to keep them honest once in a while. You haven't even really seen FC run a lot of play action or anything. It's pretty much a straight run the ball. You got tight trips to the top side with this H-back. Again, they're looking for that one-on-one on the backside. And pretty good coverage out there by Abram Hunter. The ball's just overthrown.
Yeah, a little high.
Number 10, Demir Swanigan, was the intended receiver. And ran a hitch route. He was open on the timing play, but it would have had to been a perfect ball, and that was just a couple feet over his head.
Swanigan's caught 13 passes this season for 187 yards for a 14.4 average.
Pretty good. So 3rd and 10, you're probably looking winds more right to left, a little into the face. I don't know how their field goal kicker is, if they're thinking field goal here, but they pick up 5 or 6. I expect them to go for it. Here's a little play action, a little bubble screen inside. Nice developed play. Big hit out there by Ty Holmes. Hudson Moritz on the catch. Looked like the play was set up pretty well, but I'm telling you, Ty Holmes, a sophomore. He's playing like a senior all year on both sides of the ball. I mean, he just lit him up. Good textbook. His eyes were up. Bring up a 4th down and about 5. They are going to attempt a 37-yard field goal from the hash. Zachary Nason's on to kick it. 6'2" senior. It's long enough, and it's good enough.
It's good.
That'll be 3-0. So with 2:14 left in the first quarter, Franklin Central draws first blood. John J. Rambo reference there. 3-0 Franklin Central.
All right, let's thank another one of our sponsors, Gaylord Electric, the highest performing national contractor of excellence. Since 1984, Gaylord Electric's success continues to be built upon the cornerstone of reliable resources, reliable outcomes, insights fueled by our genuine care for people. Gaylord Electric, along with Chuck Goodyear, its president and CEO, are proud sponsors of Hamilton County sports. How about Community Health? Community Health Network is a walk-in clinic for sports injuries that is open Monday through Friday from 8 to 10. Sports medicine, orthopedic physicians are on site to treat everything from sprains to strains to fractures to joint injuries. Visit ecommunity.com/sports for more information. All right, here.
Well, Perry, here we go. Franklin Central's going to kick from the south toward the north. You got number 1, Zachary Nason's is kicking off. He just made a really nice field goal. Back deep for the Millers is Ty Holmes and Nick Morris. I was set straight. Nick and his mom had an argument. There's no more Nicky. He's Nick from here on out. I'm with Nick. Short kick, fielded by Holmes. Nice job protecting the football. Gets up to about the 25. So, Perry, does that mean I should start calling you Pear?
No, Perry's
okay, I'll
fine.
stick with Perry. All right. Millers, almost said Grinders. Millers will take back over here at the 25-yard line. I'll tell you, a lot of these games from last night that were postponed for good reason, or a few of them had to get canceled. There's a real official shortage out there right now to get officials for IHSAA games, for youth football, for everything. And so if you're looking to make some extra money, be around the game that we all love, and get yelled at a little bit, sign up, get your license, go out and have some fun, make a few extra dollars out there. We need officials. Power run with Izzy Oladipupo off the right side, just straight power, nice gains. Gain of 6 on first down. Miller's offensive line, got a couple guards there of Michael Bennett and Merrick Helvey. Tackles, you got Jackson Apple. I'm trying to see who's playing left tackle here. It's been Mason McDermott and a mix of Mason McDermott and some other guys. Is 77 out there? I think he is, yeah. Miller's come back out. Second about 4 or 5. FC is doing a really good job holding their ground.
Miller.
They run keep there, and Michael Bennett is out in front, but, you know, FC has team speed. They have team speed. Even though they did bite a little bit on that power, if you watch their secondary, they took a couple steps in, but they're so fast. That's on 23 there. He won't get credit for a tackle, Nathan Sparks, but he made that play. He read it from the safety position, sprinted to take away that edge, and made Miller turn it back into where his teammates were. Here's the little freeze play. FC's staying in that 4-3. It's 4-3, and they're just shooting them corners down, and you watch those two big fellas inside. They're just slanting hard in, and they're holding their ground and doing a good job. They're just not getting moved. There's power left with Holmes. They're going to actually try to run stretch and get the edge, and they did a pretty good job of it there. Good job by Ty Holmes. Good block out there. I'd like to get a replay of that. Good block by the left halfback. Usually that play is going to be power, but they looked to seal it there and did a good job. Gump gets out there.
Good blocking out there.
Yeah. I think that was Nicky Morris actually out there. It's just fun to see Nick Morris block, because for us as a grinder, as a sixth grader, he was a guard. He was, 130 pounds, couldn't run the ball, but one of the better blockers I've ever coached. Now he's a running back and knows how to block. 1st and 10. Miller back to throw it.
Back to pass.
Oh, wide open out of the backfield.
Oh.
Speaking of Nick Morris, wide open ball floated just a little high. Nick probably could have kept running a little harder. That's a tough ball.
That's a
in
tough
this
ball
win.
to catch, yeah.
But the play call was good on 1st down. I like to see that. I like to see him mixing it up a little bit, not just run, and throw on obvious situations. Every now and again you got to mix it up, and that was a great play call. I was looking at Brewer up the middle, and he was somewhat covered, but Morris was wide open. 2nd and 10. Here comes Trap. Brody Gump shoots up the middle. Nice run, 8 yards on 1st down. Simple trap play. Haven't ran that much. I'm trying to see which guard it was that kicked out. Actually, that's just dive. That's interesting. They didn't pull a guard. Pretty good run.
Which is very unusual.
Yeah, but I mean, if you see the alignments, we would call this 33. Both of those interior tackles are on the outside shoulders of the guard. So, couple 3 techniques, you should be able to run up the middle. All you got to do is get to that linebacker. But it's not something the Millers usually run, so that's why FC's in it. But now that we see they're in it, now we have something to counterpunch it, which is you got to have everything in the playbook ready for any alignment so you can take advantage of it. We like to run those wide tackles if we're playing a shotgun team that likes to run outside or throw it, because we're not really worried about those A-gap threats, those gaps between the guards and centers. But Noblesville's doing a good job taking advantage of what they're giving them. Well, at the end of 1, that's 3-0. Millers will take back over after this short break.
Audio Video Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio, video, and security provider. Blades is a design-built firm that provides high-quality solutions that are designed, engineered, installed, and warranted by our team of experts. For 18 years, we've helped schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. Whether it's your sound system, your displays, your network, or your building security, ask how our experienced team can serve you.
Well, we're back here at Beaver Material Stadium. Franklin Central leading 3-0 after the first quarter here.
Noblesville driving. Got a 1st and 10 from the FC's 45-yard line into plus territory, I believe, for the first time today. Sticking with the T, as we talked about, they've made some adjustments and found some openings with Franklin Central's alignment. They were able to get the halfback to the edge earlier. They were able to get the fullback up the middle. We'll see if Franklin Central makes any adjustments after a couple successful plays. It's just Trap right that time. That Trap's, they're having a harder time with Trap. Those big tackles are slanting so hard that they're just having a tough time moving them. Those are big dudes. If you watch here, they're trying to run a trap here. And the slanters are getting there. Yeah, 35, who's Cal Ziegler's playing out there over the tight end, but he's slanting so hard he actually made the play on that trap.
He's 6 foot, 200 pound linebacker.
There's just a little power left with Ty Holmes. Picked up about 4. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 4. Flag on the play. Usually that's a face mask at that part in the field. I think I see the signal. Question is it 5 or 10 or 15? Yeah, they kind of grabbed it there. It's the 5-yard version.
Ty Holmes on the season, 59 carries, 285 yards, 4.8 average.
Is he the leading rusher on the team?
No, he is not. Gump is.
Gump is, yeah. Gump's had some big runs.
532.
There we go, Brody. That will be a first down. Noblesville gets another first down. It's 2 first downs from penalties. You got to like that as a coach. A little different look there. They're running that power play, but instead of pulling backside guard, they're pulling play side guard. Merrick Helvey, the right guard, pulls. Usually that'll be a left guard pull. They're just trying to kick out with that right guard and then lead up with the other guys instead of making your halfback kick out a big defensive end. I like that call. You're looking for matchups there. You're looking for angles. When you get a big tackle out there on a pretty good defensive end or big guard, he's got a better chance, a better angle and more strength usually. Pick up only a couple, though. In this offense, your backs just have to block. That play's made. Just, again, I'm looking for the number. That's big number. That's 68 or 78, their inside tackle. That's 78. He's a problem for the Millers right now. Jaden Hall, he's a big 6'3", 320-pound lineman, and he's just slanting, and they're not able to cut him. They're not able to move him, and poses a lot of problems for this offense. If you can't run in the A-gaps, you got to get the edge, and they're also fast. There's a great play.
Nice pitch.
But again, the speed.
They got speed.
The speed. Nathan Sparks coming from the safety spot, where it looked like it was going to be a huge gain for Ty Holmes, and Sparks is an athlete. You watch him, he read that.
Yeah, he was kind of out there on an island by himself.
Holmes is not easy to tackle one-on-one. Bring up a 4th down and about 5 from just inside the 30, about the 29-yard line. They got to get to roughly the 24. Getting the play in a little late here. I wouldn't be surprised to see a timeout called, but they may run something. Miller on the boot, looking to throw the ball. Everybody is covered. They're gonna
got a penalty flag there in the middle.
Millers may have got bailed out a little bit there. I was watching both those receivers, and they were pretty well covered from day one. I think that we had a little reach out and grab there on one of the jerseys, maybe of Indy Wilhelm. Yeah, I think he reached out just enough and grabbed his jersey of Brewer. That was actually Brewer streaking across on the underneath route. It's 3 first downs, all by penalty, Perry, today. I mean, they've had more first downs, but 3 of them have been by penalty. It's got to make Coach West over there at Franklin Central, Jason West, in his, 4th or 5th year over there.
Yeah.
He's got to be pretty frustrated with that.
Well, coaches are always frustrated with penalties like that.
It's hard enough to get a stop, let alone when you're giving them holdings and lining up off sides and face masks and pass interference. Be a first down. Izzy Oladipupo off the right side. Again, that little blocking adjustment the Millers have made has proven pretty good on that power play. Izzy picks up about 9 yards there. They didn't even pull anybody that play, so they're just keeping them home. There's a lot of variations. You can give the ball to this guy in this hole, and you can block it 3 or 4 different ways. So he's looking for ways to effectively just move the football. 2nd and 2. Miller under center, play clock down to about 12. There's Gump on the little dive up the middle again. Be close to a first down. I think he's got it. Yeah, he does. It's going to be a first down for the Millers inside the 10, about the 7 or 8 yard line. Again, they're not pulling, they're not running trap there at all. You watch those guards, they're just taking a hard inside step and both blocking out those big defensive tackles, which again just leaves your center to get to the Mike linebacker. And there shouldn't be anybody there until the outside backers get there, which, you know, if you block those 3 guys right, you're going to get automatic 3 or 4 yards. There's Power with Oladipupo. Picks up a couple off the right side. Bring up a second goal from around the 5. They're going with a couple extra linemen here. Noblesville takes out 2 backs, puts in 2 tackles. So I think what you're going to see is a 9-man front here, and Max Miller just picking a gap. Very interesting formation. He did pull up backside guard and tried to hit the left side. He's going to be about a yard short. Nice little wrinkle for the Millers. Going to bring up a 3rd goal from the 1.
Miller had those feet grinding there, but didn't get quite in the end zone.
They're going back to standard T. See Jackson Apple, and I think that's 59. I can't tell the numbers. Coming out. Oh, from the 1 yard line back to T. 2 tight ends, 3 running backs. Just a little power. Ty Holmes walks in off the left side for 6 points. That's a touchdown for the Millers.
Well, the Millers are on the board now. They're up 6-3. Extra point coming here.
Pretty good drive all the way downfield. Nothing's coming real easy, but they were able to pick some spots and find little gaps in that Franklin Central defense. Did a nice job moving the ball. Monty Atkins in as a long snapper. Is that Lytle in for the kick, 95 Lytle?
Yeah.
You know, it's funny if they watch film, but the film may not catch the pre-snap stuff on the PATs. We've had 3 to 4 times where the other teams jumped off because of our cadence on PATs, and then Coach Sharp will go for 2 at that point because he gets half the distance. But I think on huddle, when they're watching film, they don't see that. They may not see that play because it seems like we've had 3 or maybe 4 teams do that this year, jump off sides on our cadence on the PAT.
Sean, we have sunshine.
We did. What is that?
Yeah, it's kind of a strange. I looked at my rain gauge this morning. It's probably pretty close to 3 inches.
They're going to see Power with Holmes again here. Now they're going to go to Izzy. He got in. He got in over the right side. Did a nice job. Saw air and fell and leaped into the end zone. Well, that's interesting. That makes it 8-3 Millers with 6:35 left in your first quarter.
Holiday magic makes memories. And in Hamilton County, Indiana, holiday magic is in the air. Whether it's a old world holiday market, the festive performance, the brightly lit town square, or thrilling winter adventures, magical memories are made here. There is no place like Hamilton County, Indiana for holidays. Plan your getaway at visithamiltoncounty.com. It's closer than you think. All right, here, 6:35 left to go in the second quarter. The Millers just scored on a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, and they're up 8-3 over Franklin Central.
Yeah, it's a good, nice drive put together to take advantage of some Franklin Central mistakes. Key is going to be if Franklin Central's offense can move the ball today. They've had some openings and haven't capitalized and tried to throw the ball quite a bit. Noblesville's had pretty good coverage and real good pressure on the quarterback. So Coach West has got to see if he can get his offense clicking here and try to get moving. And Miller's defense has got to continue well.
Little kick there.
Little fair catch called for by 35. Very smart play there by Cal Ziegler, senior, 6-foot senior. I mean, in that position to have the wherewithal and the understanding to know, hey, this could happen, and to call a fair catch, something tells me that they got a pretty good special teams coach over there.
Yeah.
It's a heck of a play. Very smart. There's not a lot of wind. I'm not sure if that was a missed kick or they were trying something different. But, I mean, they're giving the ball at the 42-yard line either way. Special teams has been a little bit of a problem for the Millers this year. There's a run off the left side there. Number 5, Avery Allen again. Looks like a really good running back, but he isn't getting a lot of room to run.
Yeah.
Nice job there. Actually, some really good blocking downfield, honestly. Millers came in pretty hard, but it's going to bring up a second, about 5. Pretty good gain on first down for Franklin Central.
Yeah, you'll take 4.
Yeah, they're almost to midfield. Again, you got trips right with that H back to the right, running back also to the quarterback's right side. They're really trying to throw a lot of these bubbles. Much better block that time. They're going to call holding on 7. That was Amari Hines out there blocking Marcus Burns. They're going to get him with a hold. To see that a little closer. Good job there on the first. Well, he just wrapped his arms around him. You can't do that. You got to keep them hands inside. He'd have been fine. Burns attacked that block square pretty well, but he wrapped his arms around him just for a split second, literally 3 feet in front of the official and in front of the Noblesville bench, so probably not going to get away with that one.
And I'm sure Coach West is going to talk to Mr. Hines about that out there.
Yeah. And really, with Burns, you want him to take on that block and defeat the block and try to do something to slow that play down, let your help get there. Did a nice job. Hines is a much taller, bigger kid, but Marcus Burns is tough. Coached him as well. They're going back to it. Again, they've got it set up a lot better this time. Another hold, I believe, is going to be called after the 8 or 9 yard pickup. They like these little bubble screens and trying to watch this. There's a block in the back. 88 came out, and the running back or the outside backer was chasing the play, and he just shoved him with both hands in the middle of the back. You can get away with that if it was 4 or 5 yards more inside the tackle box, but that was way out there on the edge and pretty blatant. And he probably didn't have to block him. He really just needed to stay put, and if the kid turns back around, he's got him in position, but kind of gave him a shove. That was a pretty blatant call. Hard not to call that. All right, here we are back at second and about 13. We got tight end and wide receiver to the right, 2 wide receivers to the left, single back in the backfield. Pitero back to throw again. Really nice ball. Just a little skinny post route there. Hudson Moritz, 6-foot junior, runs a nice slant route. Ball hits him right in the hands, and Moritz is a good football player. Football player. Good route. Really good route combo there. There was nobody underneath. The linebacker didn't sink deep enough, and it's just a real hole in that zone they were able to take advantage of.
One thing about it, got a first down.
They did, first down. They're battling. They're having to earn everything they can, and they're overcoming their own mistakes on offense, and then defensively they've made a lot of mistakes to give Noblesville some advantages. So Franklin Central's got to be feeling pretty good that they can win this football game if they just quit making mistakes. Little play action around that time. And Moritz comes up. He's a tough kid. Look at this guy.
He is, man. He is battling over there.
He was hit really hard early by, I believe, I think that was 31. I think it was Cam Mullen come up with a pretty big hit early. Just didn't wrap up. Get them eyes up.
Good gain on the play.
And Moritz ran really hard. Yeah, I remember him as a 6th grader. He was tough to stop on the jet sweeps and things. He could really get after it. He can move his feet and definitely gotten stronger. There's a little counter action.
Oh, wow. Big hole right there.
Yeah. Very Brownsburg-esque there if you watch this. These are some of the most beautiful plays in football. You got 2 pullers. You got a kick-out puller looking to kick out the unblocked man on the end. Then you got a lead puller that just turns up. And they did a nice job. Very well executed play. I'm telling you, Avery Allen's a kid, a really good-looking running back. He's got the tools. Got quick feet, strong, runs through contact. It's going to be a first down for Franklin Central. Coach Sharp's going to use a timeout. Is that his second? I think that's his second timeout.
Yes.
Both of them on the defensive side of the ball this year, and both of them kind of when they get down in near the red zone. All right, Perry.
Blades Audio Video Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio video security provider. Blades AVS is a design build firm that provides high quality solutions that are designed, engineered, installed, and warranted by our team of experts. For 20 years, we've been helping schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. we've added securing your facilities to how we can serve you. So whether it is your sound systems, your displays, your network, or your building security, ask how our experienced Blades audio video security team can serve your business.
Hey, Judge Nation. Steve, howdy.
How are you doing?
We're hanging in there, keeping Perry in line.
Here we go. Tudoro back to throw, wide open in the end zone. Touchdown, Franklin Central.
That's Demir Swanigan. Great route combo. That timeout may have helped Franklin Central a little bit to get a plan together, but that was a beautiful route combo and a beautiful throw. You caught me hanging out the window saying hello to Judge Nation out there.
I heard you. You know, the one thing about it is, Sean.
Look at that. Number one receiver just runs right by the corner. Safety was a little too shallow there, and pretty easy throw for these guys.
You know, the one thing about it is after the Miller score, Franklin Central's come back here and taken a lead at 9-8, and it looks like they're going to go for 2.
Yeah, you're up 1. Being up 1 or 2 is probably not that big of a difference. So being up 3, now you got to make him kick a field goal just to tie you. Good call. You got trips to the right with a running back also to the right. Looking for him to go deep in the playbook here. Or not. Ball intercepted there by Miller's. Number 3 for Noblesville, Max Miller.
The quarterback.
Yeah, I had to check at it twice. I didn't know he could do that. They're going deep in the playbook, putting a quarterback out there at corner. Getting a little windy up here, Perry.
Yes, it is.
Well, that's a good stop for the Millers. Keeps it a 1-point game. So with 3:37 left in your second quarter, Franklin Central 9, Millers 8. For FC will kick off. Millers are going to be driving kind of into the wind. The wind's more out of the east, it looks like right now, than anything. How about last night, Perry? Gee whiz.
Wow, we saw a little bit of everything last night.
We had stuff blowing all over the porch. It's funny, my wife and I were talking. We live out in Hamilton Southeastern District, actually, off toward Lapel, and we had a tree guy come out. We've been talking to him for several weeks. He came out Thursday and cleaned all our trees up, took a big tree down. We had a lot of dead wood and went around our whole property and cut all the dead wood down. And thank God. I told her if he hadn't done that, Mother Nature would have took care of it last night. But it worked out pretty good,
and plus it gave you a lot of work.
It would have, and you know what I don't like.
Yeah.
But there is a couple branches I noticed this morning down as I was leaving. Nothing major, but man, that was a lot of wind.
Well, quite a hurricane.
It was something.
It's hard to believe that it can stay that much power all the way up here. I know a lot of our friends, Sean, are heading down to Florida right now to see some of the damage on some of their homes and property down there. So
Nason's with a catch back there. Yeah, it's horrible. I know we're sitting here complaining about a couple twigs down, and you look at the news and Florida, and man, if you see anything with Asheville, North Carolina, in that area, we go through Asheville a lot when we go into South Carolina. It's usually our stopping point, and it just flooded out so much rain and wind. It's devastating to a lot of folks, and hope and pray for those people to get things back together. A lot of lives lost, and just a devastating force in nature. Ty Holmes off the left side.
Boy, nothing there.
No gain. I figured you got 2 or 3 homes down in Florida, Perry, don't you, by now?
No.
All right. You need to learn how to manipulate the system a little better coming up through here. I thought you were a political guy here.
That was Lewis on the tackle. I'm not sure I want a home down there. It seems like those guys that own homes down there, it seems like at least once a year they're having to go down there and fix some damage.
Miller back to pass.
Oh, my goodness. Ball's loose.
And intercepted. It's either a fumble or an interception because the ball did not hit the ground.
Yeah.
21, Jace Brewer picks that one up. Miller's back to pass. Brewer was pretty well covered. Very good pressure there by big number 64. That was John Steinhofer on the initial pressure. Miller was able to evade that and still tried to make the throw, but the ball got loose there. And big play for Franklin Central with 3:02 left to take over inside the red zone. That's a big turn of events here in this ball game.
Yeah, and you talk about that big front line. Steinhofer's about 285, so He's a big boy.
Yeah, they're big up front. They're very good defensively. I can understand why the Millers were a little bit concerned. Well, they're coming back out. Tudor comes out with a single back to his left.
He'll probably throw.
It's Middleton.
No, going for the run.
Picks up about 5. They're in no hurry, just under 3 minutes. They got all 3 timeouts. There's nothing to be in a hurry about here if you're Franklin Central. Bring that H back in, just try to run what belly or ISO with him as the lead blocker. And Middleton's a strong kid. He has kept his feet moving, picked up 3 or 4.
So you're saying probably Franklin Central with the amount of time and everything and the timeouts, they'll probably keep it on the ground?
No. For them, these little short passes are just like handing the ball off to them.
Uh-oh.
Well, now with second 11, you see more likelihood that the ball might get in the air a little bit.
Yeah.
But, you know, they like those bubbles, and they found something on these slants and posts and able to get over the top. I don't know if Millers are running more. It looks like they're staying a 2 safety look. I don't know if that means they're staying in cover 2. You don't really want to go to cover 4 down here and just give up all that green grass beforehand. You got to trust your guys. But all these different route combos and with a good quarterback, it opens a lot of things up for them. Looks like they're staying in cover 2 with two safeties over the top. Good route combo. Yeah, I saw that develop. The number 3 receiver was able to run uncovered. There's a little window if they hits him about the 5-yard line if he lets that go a little sooner, but that might not be the way the plays develop. Right now, there's a window, but it wasn't a huge window.
You know, you could see by watching these flags, there's times that there's some gust on.
Yeah, the flags are moving pretty good. It's going to bring up a 3rd and about 10. You'd have to think field goal is in play here. 2:13 left. Again, we got trips to the left. Pittaro's rolling, looking downfield, has nobody. That ball did not get back to the line of scrimmage. I don't know. I don't know what the high school rule is. They're going to call grounding.
Oh yeah.
Kind of takes him out of field goal range, honestly. But had he got sacked, he'd have been out of field goal range as well. So it's kind of a danged if you do, danged if you don't situation there. They'll probably, it's going to be 4th down and about 15. They'll probably go ahead and go for it here, Perry. It should be around the 25, 26-yard line from. We're going to take him back.
He's going to take it to 31. No, you're right.
29. I thought it was more around the 26 or 7, but that looks about right. Well, 4th and a lot. But I mean, at this point, just try to get, if they can get a little bit of protection.
I think they're going to call timeout here.
Yeah, you think about it in this situation, you could punt and maybe pick up 15, 20 yards at best. Field goal from here would be, where are they at the 29, about a 47-yarder with a little left or right wind. That's a long kick for a high school player. You may as well just drop back and kind of throw a Hail Mary type situation. Maybe you get a flag or something.
Let's thank one more of our sponsors here. Sarah Cleverly, 317-695-6114. Looking for someone to help navigate buying and selling your home? Let Sarah Cleverly help find your home of your dreams. Cleve's been a resident in Noblesville for almost 40 years. A Noblesville graduate, an invested member of the community. For your next real estate experience, close it with Cleve.
Yeah, we got homecoming today, so there's going to be some homecoming festivities at halftime. Looking over, seeing old Braden Booz and Cal Cook and Luke Stevenson over there to the right, Perry. Big 8th graders over at West Middle, 3 of the best players I've ever coached. Those kids are going to be special.
They're having a pretty good season too, aren't they?
They've lost a couple. 7th grade West is undefeated. Where we go. Great play by Marcus Burns. Or is that, I believe that's Burnsy. No, that's not Burns. Trying to get a number over there as he runs off. Great play by that DB. Okay,
Wilson.
That's 13 Cade Wilson. It's a kid who never played football until this season, and he's starting to figure it out. Big play. He went up like he knew what he was doing there.
Yeah. You know, the one thing about it, too, Sean, that with that fumble the Millers made there, that was a good job by the defense to get out of this with Franklin Central not getting any points.
Oh, yeah, I would think that the odds were they were going to score there. So that was very good stand by the defense to kind of cover that mistake. Nobody happier right now than Max Miller about that. How about Cade Wilson coming in here as a senior, never played football, putting in a critical situation and making a play. It's nice. We had another Wilson last year's heck of a good cornerback.
Yes, he was.
I think he's down at DePaul now.
Yes, he is.
Cam Wilson. 2nd and 8. Miller looks over to the sidelines. Minute 30 left. Now Noblesville will receive the ball to start the second half, which does play into your thinking here, because no reason to do anything crazy when you're going to get the ball back.
Nice play right there.
Jump up the middle. Again, 23 for Nathan Sparks for Franklin Central has been a absolute difference maker in this game. They call him a safety for a reason. They get past you.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
But he made another great tackle, one-on-one, open field. An ankle biter, as Coach Weimer would say. Let's get him to the ground, baby. Good job. There's another 3 yards. Again, I think Noblesville with one timeout, not the greatest of field position, are just thinking, you know, let's get this clock down. We're going to receive the opening kickoff. Let's don't risk anything crazy happening. We'll take down by 1 point right now and be okay with that. We're going to run a freeze play and just let the clock continue to run. Play clock's down to 17, so they have to run a play here in the next, before the game clock gets down to around 15. FC staying in that 4-3, walking those corners down. A little power left.
He was down.
It's funny, I think I can hear Nick Morris's mom yelling above everyone else that he wasn't down. Why aren't they listening to her?
Yeah.
Going to bring up a 3rd down, 2 seconds. That's going to take us to halftime period. Halftime score, Franklin Central 9, Millers 8. See you back here after a short break.
Superheroes come in all shapes and sizes. They don't always meet in an underground fortress. Sometimes they meet in places that appear to be very ordinary to most people. But inside, there are heroes in training. Some are smart, strong, or brave. Maybe they can build cities, or heal people when they get hurt. But even superheroes need some help sometimes. With your support, we can change the world. Together, we are a force that can't be defeated. Support the club. Save the world. Support your local superheroes and donate now to the Boys and Girls Club of Noblesville at bgcni.org.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville. If you're from Fishers.
Well, before that it was 37A, and before that it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore. It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that, it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
Phase 1 clinical trials. Probably not something you think about every day. Fortunately, We do. Because at Community Health Network MD Anderson Cancer Center, we do just about anything for the health and well-being of our community. Providing access to even more potentially groundbreaking Phase 1 clinical trials is just one of the ways we're doing that. Let's take the
Noblesville School for 42 years. She accepted her first teaching position at Hinkle Creek in 1980 when the school originally opened. Marita taught third grade for 20 years before moving to Noblesville Intermediate School to teach technology for 10 years. Her next assignment was to teach sixth grade at Noblesville West Middle School for 2 years, and she completed her career as media specialist at Noblesville West Middle School for 10 years. Marita served as the Noblesville School's representative on the Hamilton East Public Library Board for 4 years. Marita retired from Noblesville Schools in 2022. Tony Waller served Noblesville Schools for 34 years. He taught social studies and served as the college chair for 30 years at Noblesville Middle School. He served as the Noblesville Middle School athletic director for 5 years and spent 10 years as assistant athletic director at Noblesville High School. Tony coached 7th grade, 8th grade freshman and JV basketball, along with serving as a JV and varsity assistant in baseball. During Noblesville School's 150th anniversary celebration, Tony was named a Noble Miller. Tony currently serves on the executive board of the Noblesville School's Education Foundation, the executive board of the Miller Foundation, and the executive secretary of the Hoosier Crossroads Conference. Tony retired from Noblesville Schools in 2020. Noblesville fans, please join me as we congratulate two great Noblesville School servants and our Noblesville homecoming grand marshals, Tony and Marita Oiler. Thank you for your service, dedication, and commitment to the city of Noblesville, Noblesville Schools, and Miller Athletics.
Superheroes come in all shapes and sizes. They don't always meet in an underground fortress. Sometimes they meet in places that appear to be very ordinary to most people. But inside, there are heroes in training. Some are smart, strong, or brave. Maybe they can build cities or heal people when they get hurt. But even superheroes need some help sometimes. With your support, we can change the world. Together, we are a force that can't be defeated. Support the club. Save the world. Support your local superheroes and donate now to the Boys and Girls Club of Noblesville at bgcni.org.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville, if you're from Fishers.
Well, before that it was 37A, and before that it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore. It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
Phase 1 clinical trials. Probably not something you think about every day. Fortunately, we do. Because at Community Health Network MD Anderson Cancer Center, we do just about anything for the health and well-being of our community. Providing access to even more potentially groundbreaking Phase 1 clinical trials is just one of the ways we're doing that. Let's take this journey together. Initial consultations are available in just 48 hours.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake. Yeah.
It's a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got a counter right here. Isn't this where you place the orders?
We sell trophies, we sell plaques, we do embroidery. No food.
You got carry-out?
Unlike the internet, everything that you need we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
You know, Jim, I'll be back tomorrow to pick it all up.
We'll wait for you.
Don't wait long.
If you've ever watched a loved one being treated for cancer, you know the feeling. There's nothing you wouldn't do to make them well. At Community Health Network MD Anderson Cancer Center, we get it. That's why we bring a multidisciplinary approach to care teams. We've got a lot of people who know how to treat your specific type of cancer. There's no reason they shouldn't all be working together, and one really good reason why they should. Initial consultations are available in just 48 hours.
This is where champions play. This is where youth champions play. This is where collegiate champions play. This is where Olympic and pro champions play. This is where all champions play. In Hamilton County, Indiana.
Blades Audio Video Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio, video, and security provider. Blades is a design-built firm that provides high-quality solutions that are designed, engineered, installed, and warranted by our team of experts. For 18 years, we've helped schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. Whether it's your sound system, your displays, your network, or your building security, ask how our experienced team can serve you.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville. If you're from Fishers.
Before that, it was 37A, and before that, it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore? It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that, it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSAA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Announce it tonight at their dance. Sean, I'd say that you're like Sean.
All right, welcome back to Beaver Stadium here in beautiful Noblesville, Indiana on this great day of a little bit of wind, not a lot of rain, a little bit of sunshine. Your halftime score here is you're visiting Franklin Central Flashes 9, Noblesville Millers 8. Both teams had pretty good drives, further touchdowns. FC seems to have found something in moving the ball a little more consistently, running in, passing, and Noblesville matriculated the ball down the field, had some turnovers. Both teams had some mistakes and penalties, but second half should be interesting. Noblesville will receive the opening kickoff, and we should have a heck of a ball game. I'm here with Sean Blaze here with Perry Williams. Perry, what do you think so far?
Well, it's kind of what we expected. We figured it'd be a pretty tight game and low scoring, which is what the Millers want. So, you know, here getting started for the second half.
Well, we got the best production company in Hamilton County here with Hamilton County TV with Jim Walford running the controls over there. And we got Alan Scheller, just a big get. It's like getting a first-round draft pick. Like signed a big free agent here. Alan Scheller, Blades audio video technician, Westfield's AV guru, and then we're still in him. We made him a better offer and paying him more money. We're going to buy you 2 hot dogs instead of 1, Alan. So welcome to the team. So your camera works a little better today, if you've noticed, with Alan here. And no offense to the other guys, but it's clearly better. Well, Perry, here we go. Noblesville looks like they're going to be on the south end of the field. So FC's chosen to kick a little bit with whatever winds coming. It's kind of more out of the east-northeast, so going to get a little help here. Zachary Nasons, 6'2 senior, number 1 for FC, will be kicking off. Nick Morris, along with Devontae Collier.
Yeah, you had to correct yourself on that. You have to call him Nick instead of Nicky,
He's
right?
Nick. Don't say it. Don't say it. I'm going to tell him where you live, Barry. He's the house downtown without power. Go there.
Yeah, that's right. No, we got power now.
You got power now? Good deal. Here comes the kickoff. It's going to be deep. Nick Morris is going to field that at the 5. Coming back to the hash, looking to get upfield. Oh, he had a little seam inside after he made the kid miss. He probably could have cut it in, but guess who's there? Hudson Morris, number 2. FC plays their dudes on special teams, and it shows. It paid off right there. Morris, one of the best players on the field, and does a really good job of just staying out there, keeping outside shoulder free, and setting the edge.
You know, Nick could have got a little bit more. A couple of blocks were missed down there.
It's tough blocking in the open field, yeah. Well, Millers are going to come back out in this formation we saw down at their goal line earlier, where they basically got a 9-man front and direct snap to Max Miller. Probably just going to pick a gap and run to it. Little power play. FC's wise to it. FC's inside backer read that and filled that window right up the middle pretty easily.
The one thing about lining up like that, it takes a little while for it to get going, right? And then is that why that it's tough to pick a gap like that on?
Yeah, I don't know the thought process. I'd like to answer your question. Now they're going empty with double wing. Got Devontae Collier. They ran a little jet sweep out of this earlier with DeMonte. Now they got double motion. It's going to be illegal motion. Nice play that had the big opening, but we had 2 guys in motion at the same time. So
yeah, it's coming back.
It's coming back. It's going to be 2nd and 15. Yeah, I believe that Collier was not supposed to come in motion because that was going to be a jet the other way to Heil, and Heil was pitching it back to Gump on the reverse, and Collier got mixed up there, I believe, and went in motion. It's fine. It's probably a play they haven't ran a whole lot of.
It looked like a good play, though. I mean,
yeah, I think I might have drew that up in the dirt over here on the sidelines.
Of course, it takes a long time to get a play like that positive yards to get there.
Going to bring up a 2nd and 15. Max Miller stays out there. Now they've got 2 receivers. You got Aiden Brewer up top. Actually got 3. You got Aiden Brewer one-on-one up top with number 10, Demir Swanigan, which I know that FC's probably put him on Brewer for a reason. Brewer's a top-notch receiver. They're probably going to just throw him the ball.
Brewer's there. Oh, nice job by Swanigan.
You had what you wanted. You had one-on-one. You had a pretty well-thrown ball. And you had a great play by Swanigan, who's playing press coverage there and does a really nice job of just reading Brewer's eyes and knocking that ball away. Great play by Swanigan. Good ball by Miller, but athlete on athlete out there. Again, they're going to stay in that press coverage on Brewer. It looks like they're going to play a little bit of a cover 2 shell sort of on the backside here. They may have something. You got to tie it in, and you got 2 receivers on the backside. They're not going to.
Oh, crap.
It's a fumble there by Max Miller. Just mishandled the ball. FC almost had a scoop and score. I pick it up at the 5-yard line. It's number 8, Jose Butler with the recovery. Max just lost control of the football. It's going to be a 1st and goal for Franklin Central at the 5-yard line. Big turn of events, Perry.
Absolutely. Miller staying in the game, too. He was going to the sidelines, and they told him to stay out there.
They've got him at safety. I'm kind of wondering. I haven't seen Ty Holmes on the field. Ty's on the sidelines with ice on his shoulder. He's a little shooken up coming into the game, and he's definitely looks like he's out for the game. That's a big loss with a 2-way player as good as Ty Holmes. Tudoro on the little RPO action keeps the ball off the left side picks up about 1.
it's a tad bit dangerous to also have to use your quarterback in that position too, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's why, I talked to Coach Kelly and some of the guys around about, Coach Kelly over at HSC, is why you don't like to play guys both ways, because we all argue, especially when we think we got a kid that can do it. And he said, well, you lose one, you lose two. And he's right. I mean, we just lost our starting halfback and safety, but at the same time, you want to win football games, and, you want to play those kids you think give you the best chance. And carries down to about the 2-yard line. FC choosing to stay on the ground here. Can't really blame him here. That's Avery Allen. Good running back there. Just good, very well defended inside by the Millers. Going to bring up that's Indy Wilhelm coming all the way down from the outside, crashing that play down and making the play. It'll be 3rd and goal from around the 2. Perry, I got to believe this is 4-down territory.
Oh, most definitely.
FC would love being up a point. They would love to punch us in the end zone. Got an H back to the left, single back in the backfield. Going to hand it to him. Allen's going to get in pretty easily across the right side there. Be a touchdown, Franklin Central. It's going to make it 15-8, PAT pending. You can see they just ran a quick little power, good pull, good block there by 33. Braden Stiegel comes across from the H-back position, does a nice kick out. They just moved enough. They didn't get a lot of yards, but they got enough. They got 5.5 yards in 3 plays, and now they're going to go for 2 again, being up 7. Kind of surprises me. I think being up 8 would be kind of nice. You force the other team to score and get PAT. Going up 9, now you're making them score twice. I'm not sure I would do this, but Jason West has won state championships, and I won a 5th grade championship back in the day, and that's about all I got for him. Going to throw a little fade route. Oh, I think he got in. I mean, Marcus Burns had great coverage out there.
What a catch over there.
Yeah, great coverage. It's really, really good play. Demir Swanigan is showing some real athletic ability here on both sides of the ball, speaking of two-way players. I actually couldn't tell who that was at corner over there, but I mean, he was good coverage. It's a good, well-thrown ball and a tremendous catch. Trying to see who that is. You can see that Swanigan kind of brought himself in a little bit before the snap just to give him a little bit of room. It's a heck of a play. Heck of a play.
Celebrating over 30 years, Logan Street Signs and Banners specialize in that last-minute signage and banners. Serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. You can contact them at 317-773-7200. Or check them out on their website, loganstreetsigns.com. Noblesville Trophies offers a large range of products, including sports trophies and corporate awards. Noblesville Trophies provides you with that same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391 or check them out at noblesvilletrophies.com.
Zach Nason back kickoff here. Again, I believe we have Nick Morris and Devontae Collier deep. Kick's going to be fielded by Morris, going to be returnable. Little fake reverse. Nice cut by Morris. Got back to about the 20-yard line. You had Luke Heil there on a little bit of a fake reverse play. I was wondering what he was doing. I thought he was retreating to block, but he kept running, and I was thinking, you ain't going to block anybody behind him, but it was a kind of a setup to give a fake reverse. May have got a false step or two out of FC. Nick gets the ball back to the 22-yard line. Luke Heil stays in the game at that right halfback spot. Millers are a little banged up with now Ty Holmes out. Noah Schinkel's been banged up. It's getting tough back there in the backfield. We had a lot of depth to start the season, and I think it's thinning out. 6A football, especially in the HCC, is just physical, Perry.
Yeah, it's tough.
And when you get a bad shoulder, there's not a lot you can do that doesn't involve the shoulder in football. You can almost get by with a little bit of a bad ankle before you can a shoulder.
Yep.
Especially running the ball and tackling, everything's with that shoulder. That's the reason we got shoulder pads. 2nd and 7 from around the 25-yard line. Miller's back under center. Little power to the left side this time. Luke Heil Really
Nice
good job.
run
Hold
by
on to that
Howell.
ball, kid. Howell Jr. looks really good in the times he's got opportunities this year. He's a very tough, strong kid. Good blocking up front. Nice run by Lou Kyle. I feel like I'm saying Lou Kyle. It's Luke Kyle. Staying the T, 2 tight ends. FC has not changed their defensive alignments at all. Still in the 4-3. There's a little counter back with Izzy to the right side.
Not much there.
Maybe about a half a yard. You can see everything looks like power left, and they come back with that power to the right. Actually, really good blocking by your kick out Michael Bennett and your lead polar Indy Wilhelm. The penetration happened a little bit in front of them. If Izzy's able to get out to those key point of attack blocks, he may have something working, but he got tripped up before he got there. Again, just a little power left with Heil inside. Jammed up pretty tight there.
Luke Heil again on the carry for Noblesville, stop by 21.
3rd and 9. We got Devontae Collier coming in for Izzy. Going to go back to that double wing, double wide out formation. Gump split to the left, Brewer split to the right. I think we might be in an illegal formation here. Well, maybe not. Nice little nifty play, little fake jet, just run up the middle of the quarterback. 4th and 4. See, they fake the jet motion. They got the bad steps out of the inside backers. Our right side of our line needed to crash just a little faster and clear that linebacker. We'd have had a big play there. Fourth and 4. Down by 9. Sharp's choosing to go for it in his own territory. Izzy Oladipupo on the stretch run to the right side, just not able
to. Wasn't there. I mean,
too much speed. Good point of attack block, but too long to develop. And, you know, FC being able to play that 4-3, keeping the 2 corners and 2 safeties back, they're able to fill those alleys. It's going to be hard to get 5 or 6 yards on them because they're not just selling out. We see a lot of teams just sell out up front and the edge is there and there's no safeties to get angles, but they're able to play it with that depth at linebacker and safety and fill those alleys in a more traditional way, and they're just having success. They take the ball over at the 40-yard line. Tudor just with a little simple slant route. Pick up about 10 or 11, going to be a first down. Nothing fancy there, just catching the ball, and his number 1 receiver runs a slant route. Number 2 goes upfield. We had some kind of a blitz on out there. Our outside backer, for some reason, just crashed down. I don't think he was playing the run or something and just left that wide open underneath. Tudor's just reading one guy there.
Well, they don't have to get in any hurry right now.
No, you're up 9. You got the ball halfway through the 3rd quarter. You're pretty happy right now.
Yeah, and you're on the 30-yard line.
Broderick Middleton in the backfield with Totoro here. Single receiver out to the right, tight end right. Here comes the jet motion. Moritz. Good run with Middleton up the middle. Again, that jet motion's just trying to get a couple false steps out of linebackers. If you watch our inside backers, I don't know if they false stepped, but if you do, then you get balking angles. They did. They stepped over a little, but nothing bad. Pick up about 3. Aiden Kincaid and Praise Oladipupo playing inside backer for the Millers. Both going to be special players. Here's Middleton with motion. Out. Again, they just had 2-on-2 out there, 1 blocker. And again, they're just looking to get 3 or 4 yards, maybe break a tackle. Middleton strong. Picked up a couple. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 4. Nice play design, just going toward the boundary, the short side of the field there, and hope to get 3 or 4 more yards out of that, but they'll take it. Got extra back in the backfield, blocking back here. Allen with a really nice cut.
Oh, wow.
Get up the middle is going to pick up about 13 yards there on the play.
And another first down.
Just simple. When we've seen that pistol with the extra fullback just to the quarterback's right, they've ran the ball, I believe, every time. And again, they're just following him, just running a basic ISO play. Great block by Middleton, 22. Great run by Allen. And again, this kid's good.
Yeah, he is. He's really good.
He sinks his hips and makes cuts and keeps his legs moving. Again, they're in that running set with that fullback.
Wilhelm on the tackle for the Millers.
Wilhelm's all over the field.
Yeah, he is.
Millers are going to stack it in a little tighter here. Got it back to either side of Totoro this time. Allen and Middleton. And Middleton goes in motion. Probably going to run it back with Allen this way. Good, nicely defended by the Millers. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal from around the 4. Again, Indy, Wilhelm, Aiden Brewer.
Both guys that are going both ways.
Max Miller comes out of the game. I'm sure he's thinking, I'd like to get a little break in here.
Yeah.
I think that's 80, Landon Cleveland in. I can't really see. .62 sophomore. 3rd and goal from around the 4. We'll play action. 7's right wide open. Oh, tried to force that in. 7 came from the outside over across the middle of the field and was uncovered from the number 1 receiver out here. You can see him on the bottom right of your screen, right there. 4th down. You're up 9. Probably going to go ahead and take the points. Go up 12. They're at the 1 or 2 yard line, Perry. They may go for it, but it's probably with Coach West again, risk reward thing, thinking I'll take the sure points here.
And they got a good kicker.
They do. He's good. Nevin Tudoro on the hold. Well, he made that look like he was just taking a walk in the park.
Yeah,
Zachary Nason's on the field goal. 3:39 left in 3rd quarter. Franklin Central 20. From your Millers 8.
Gaylord Electric, the highest performing national contractor of excellence since 1984, Gaylord Electric's success continues to be built upon the cornerstone of reliable resources, reliable outcomes. Insights fueled by our genuine care for people. Gaylord Electric, along with Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, are proud sponsors of Hamilton County sports. What about community health? Are you struggling with lingering injuries and do not have trouble doing with things you love to do because of injuries? Don't let sprains and strains keep you down. Make an appointment with a community sports medicine physician. Visit ecommunity.com/sports for more information.
Perry Nason's here to kick it off. Nick Morris and Devontae Collier are deep for the Millers. We've said that a lot of times here recently. And here comes Nick Morris on the return. Looking to take it up the right hash. Barrels ahead to about the 23. Good coverage there by Franklin Central. Max Miller's going to lead this Millers team, which is kind of a walking mass unit to this point. With a lot of injuries, a lot of kids shaking up today. And, you're still in this ball game. It's a 12-point game. Plenty of time left. You need to put a drive together here.
Yeah, I think this is a very crucial set of downs here.
Franklin Central's played really well up front. They played the edge exceptionally well, and they're confident just staying and doing what they're doing, staying in that 4-3. There's power right. There's a gain of 2.
Like you said, I'm very impressed with Franklin Central's how they handle the edge. We've tried to run that edge several times, and their speed is just.
Yeah, and again, having the ability to play their linebackers and DBs 5 to 8 yards off the ball, they're able to get good angles. There's Miller on the quarterback counter.
Right now here, this second half, that's been one of the better plays we've had, is that little spin move by Miller there.
Yeah, it was a nice counter blocking coming back the other way by Michael Bennett and Brewer. Or is that got Merrick Helvey actually on the kick out? He's the right guard.
And that's for a first down.
Yeah, Miller's tough. I worry about him out here so much playing offense and defense and running the ball. 1st and 10. Trap with Brody Gump. Just about broke that one. Guess who made the tackle? Nathan Sparks. Player of the game right now, in my opinion.
Yeah. Between him and Swanigan, they've been quite the football players.
We had players downfield. They were just kind of looking the other way. They pick him up there. Gump's gone. Here's Heil off the left side. No gain on the play.
Middleton on the Chase Brewer on the tackle.
Stopped the ball in a scrimmage by 21, Jace Brewer.
We said this about Westfield when we were playing them, when Nobles was playing Westfield. They're just scrappy up front and claw and grab and fight and try to defeat blocks. And FC is very similar. If you watch them, they're not relenting. They're not going to be blocked.
Nice pass right there.
It's Nick Morris up the middle. Tackle made by Sparks, of course. Good play.
Good play. Good pass by Brewer. Good run by Nick.
Again on 2nd and 10. Nice play. You know, they're keying on Brewer. They're not going to let him run free, so that opens that middle up when Sparks takes off with him. And really nice touch by Max Miller. Good protection up front. Great catch by Nick Morris. And 1st and goal to 4. Millers are looking to get back in this ball game. Heil with the power left. Tripped up immediately. Maybe got one.
Heil on the carry, gain of about 1 on the play.
And they're just FC just chose a submarine there on the snap of the ball. Their outside tackles just dove at the ankles of our line just to build a pile. We told kids a lot of times in youth, if you could build a pile, you're doing more than flying upfield and taking yourself out of the play. If you lay on the field, it gives them something to have to run around at least. There's that little quick dive with Brody Gump. Nothing doing.
Not much there.
Maybe picks up 1. Millers do not have to run a play if they choose not to, but being down 12, I would. You need all the ticks on that clock you can get.
Absolutely.
3rd and goal from around the 4, and they got to go for the touchdown. A field goal here makes it from 12 to 9, which still keeps it a 2-point game. So you've got to go for it.
He is letting it run out.
We don't seem to know the play. Okay, they got it in now. He's gonna. All right, at the end of 3. 20-8, Franklin Central. Millers will take over 3rd and goal from the 3. We start the 4th quarter.
We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Blades Audio Video Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio, video, and security provider. Blades is a design-built firm that provides high-quality solutions that are designed, engineered, installed, and warranted by our team of experts. For 18 years, we've helped schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. Whether it's your sound system, your displays, your network, or your building security, ask how our experienced team can serve you.
Black Level sponsor, Ginger's Cafe, Roland Printing, Burtner Electric, and White Level sponsors, Tim.
Welcome back to Beaver Stadium. It's for the start of the 4th quarter. Perry, what are you looking for?
Millers have got to put a touchdown on the board here. I mean, like you said, in the 3rd quarter, we can't go for the field goal. We got to get points on the board.
Yeah, getting within 9 does you no good. 12 to 9 is really not substantial at all. So they're going to have 3rd and goal. You got 2 downs to get it from about the 2. Had a timeout here to discuss it. Look for him to come out and run the football. We'll see if Franklin Central does anything unique. This is where I'd like to see Noblesville come out and quick huddle, maybe go unbalanced out of the huddle quickly. Don't give them time to adjust and run something. But here we go. Miller under center. Takes a snap. Luke Heil off that left side on the power play.
He's in for a touchdown.
Boy, that's a heck of an effort there. He was hit. He was hit at the line of scrimmage, and I thought he was getting drove back, but he just kept his legs moving and
lunged forward.
He found a little crease inside. Right there, he's hit and just keeps working. Great run by number 20, Luke Heil. Is that his first varsity touchdown?
I believe it is.
Save the football, sign it, put it on the fireplace, whatever they do with them. That's big for the Millers. Now it's a 6-point game. Need this PAT.
Yes, it is. It's his first touchdown.
And Caden Lytle. Who's that? Is that 95 kicking?
Yes.
Good snap, good hold, good kick. All right, well, just 5 seconds into this fourth quarter, Franklin Central 20, Millers 14. Got a new ball game, or got a closer ball game, I should say, Perry.
That's right. One thing I want to thank everybody tuning in today.
20 to 15.
Everybody tuning in today. It's good to. The crowd's pretty good here today, considering this was supposed to be played on a Friday night and it's homecoming. But not a bad crowd on Noblesville side. Of course, Franklin Central. It's quite a travel, and it's tough in the fall with so many different schedules and everything of things that are going on Saturdays around the state of Indiana. So we knew the crowd was going to be affected, but I want to appreciate all those that are tuned in to watch Hamilton County TV. We greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, you hate to miss homecoming. You know, it was going to be probably a sold-out place last night. All these bleachers full, big student section, and just throw a lot into the mix when you have to put it back. But, man, there was just no choice with that weather you brought in here, Perry.
Man, I'll tell you, it was tough.
There's the kick. Be a short returnable kick by Moritz. He worries me.
Yeah.
Oh, he dropped the football. He dropped the football.
Man, that's a big play for the Millers.
Big hit. Big turn of events. Trying to see. Yeah, it's 24, Aiden Kincaid on the hit. Sophomore comes in and lays a big pop on Moritz as he makes a spin move. Drops the ball. That's huge, Perry. I feel like up here that Franklin Central has just controlled this ball game, and yet here the Millers are down 5 points in the red zone early in the fourth. Big turn of events. Millers come back out. Offense didn't get much time to even digest that last drive. Max Miller leads them back in the tee. There's Brody Gump on the trap. Going to pick up a couple.
Man, he
got about 4 or 5 out of that. Be a 2nd and 6. You see Gump just on the. It's a little trap right. They're trying to run. Max Miller on the little quarterback counter. Again, it looks like power left, and he just holds it, and we got a kick out on a lead polar coming back his way. It should be Michael Bennett and Indy Wilhelm. Yeah, 2 excellent blocks by those 2. Player
got an injury here.
Well, number 8, Jose Butler, lost his helmet, and IHSAA rules has to come off for a play. Yeah, we got an injury. FC's got a big guy down.
A big lineman. Let's read one of our reads here for our sponsors. Holiday Magic makes memories, and in Hamilton County, Indiana, Holiday Magic is in the air. Whether it's an old world holiday market, the festive performance, the brightly light town squares, or the thrilling winter adventures, magical memories are here, made here. There is no place like Hamilton County for the holidays. Plan your getaway at visithamiltoncounty.com. It's closer than you think. player's still down out there on the field. We don't want to say anything on who it might be because we can't read the number or anything. But it looks like he's going to get up here. 64. 4.
That's John Steinhofer's been making a lot of big plays. He looks good though. Look at him walking off. He's jogging off.
He just got his bell rung a little bit there.
I thought it was a knee, but he looks.
But it doesn't look like it.
We'll see if it's a knee or something. He looks like he's ready to get back in the game pretty quick. Yeah, he's looking down at his left knee and testing it, or his right knee and testing it a little bit. He looks pretty good. I expect to see him back in the game in a minute. What a great name for a defensive player, Steinhofer.
Yeah.
We had a couple Steinhofers in Noblesville over the years. Third one. Is the Oladipupo off the right side, finds a
free. Touchdown Millers.
Took that right to the end zone.
Nice run by Oladipupo.
Very nice. A little seam opened up, and he found it and exploded through.
Yeah, he doesn't need much space. You
Good
just give him that little hole there, and he's going.
There's a pancake block there by Brody Gump. He was celebrating after, and I was wondering why he was celebrating so much, and I see why. That was an excellent block by Brody Gump. Just absolute pancake. Annihilated the key man he needed to hit there.
I'll tell you what, Gump's done a nice job today, and they've done not a nice job for the Millers all season long. And we don't get to talk about those guys, too, because they're also good blockers.
Here's the formation with 2 extra linemen, and Max just going to pick a hole. I don't think that formation's worked at all today, but worth a shot, I guess. Well, 21-20. They had to go for it. By one.
Yeah.
21-20 Millers with 10:54 left. Big turn of events here in the last couple of minutes. Well, actually, in this first minute and 6 seconds of the fourth quarter, Noblesville's
outscored a big turnover.
13-0. So still plenty of time. Franklin Central's got to rebound and recover.
Blades Audio Video Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio video security provider. Blades AVS is a design-build firm that provides high-quality solutions that are designed, engineered, installed, and warranted by our team of experts. For 20 years, we've been helping schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. We've added securing your facilities to how we can serve you. So whether it is your sound system, your displays, your network, or your building security, ask how our experienced Blades Audio Video Security team can serve your business.
Those Blades Audio Video guys just put a new sound system in Franklin Central Stadium this season.
That's good.
They got a great stadium, by the way. Love it. Short kick, filled at the 15. Get that ball to your body. Flag on the play. I see a flag at the 40-yard line. That's 23, Nathan Sparks, Mr. Do-It-All. There is a flag way back here at the 40 that's out of bounds, and I'm highly curious as to what that's about and why the flag's out of bounds. Okay, they called a block in the back. Oh, no. Okay, it was just a sideline warning on their coaches. That's why the flag was over on their sideline. Sideline warning on the coaches, first time, so it's no penalty. They wave it off. It's their first warning.
Because it was a great run, really.
Yeah, it's 23 picked that ball up short, and I'm yelling as a coach, seeing that ball away from his body. But he's a defensive back. He's proving right now maybe he should be an offensive weapon, because that was a great run, great cuts, great vision, and he's got a burst. He's got a spark of speed, that Nathan Sparks. He's a player.
Is that a play on words there, Sean?
I don't know what it is. I'm just talking. He's a 6-foot junior, 180, running back and DB, but, man, he's played a game.
Yeah, he really has.
That kid, both sides of the ball, he saved a couple touchdowns, and yeah, 3 scores in the last minute, 20 seconds, folks.
Oh.
He squirt through. Allen did squirt through off the left side. He didn't have much, but he got through just enough. Well, there we go. 28-21. That's two huge plays on the special teams for Franklin Central. One went against them and one went for them. So, last week Noblesville had a big touchdown against Zionsville to take control, and then boom, opening, and the next kickoff return for a touchdown. It's just been
It's been something that's happened all season long.
Yeah, special teams has been a problem.
Sarah Cleverly, close it with Clev, 317-695-6114. Talk to Tucker. Looking for someone to help you navigate buying or selling a home? Let Sarah Cleverly help find your home of your dreams. Clev's been a resident of Noblesville for almost 40 years, a Noblesville graduate and invest member of the community. For your next real estate experience, close it with Clev, 317-695-6114.
Well, now we've got still plenty of time for either team to, the way this is going, as Jim Walford just said, we got 10.5 minutes. That's time for probably another 17 touchdowns the way this quarter started.
Absolutely right.
Noblesville will take this possession over at the 23-yard line, it looks like.
First and 10 Millers.
Well, plenty of time. Millers have found something offensively. Trying to see if Steinhofer's back in the game. I don't see him. 64. FC defended that very nicely, though. Miller's trying to run a power off the left side. I believe that was Luke Heil. We got an injury. I don't like it when I see this kind of stuff. Is that Izzy? I can't get a number.
Yeah.
Luke Heil on the carry for the Millers, stopped at the line of scrimmage. Timeout for injury.
Well, we'll see. Perry, it's been a heck of a game. What a way to start your Saturday, and I'm sure there's a lot of games being played right now and throughout the day. I'm sure there's some a little later in the day going to be played. And again, trying to get officials to cover them all is a nightmare. We're a little worried with the IEFA games going on this afternoon that some of those guys may be struggling because officials have to prioritize, I'm sure, IHSAA games.
And I'm sure not that you can do anything about it, but I'm sure an IHSAA game pays a little bit more than an IEFA game.
I don't know. We pay our officials $75 a game, and they're in and out in about an hour. So
yeah,
that's Perry Williams money right there.
Yeah, that's like officials used to. A lot of officials that used to umpire baseball now goes to softball because you get paid the same, and it's about half hour to 45 minutes shorter. So.
Izzy Oladipupo's up quickly. Next Friday night, we'll be back here for the Hamilton Southeastern Royals playing here at Noblesville. They play Zionsville today. Then also next weekend, we'll have actually, we're 2 weeks away from the IEFA semifinals, which will be at Brownsburg on October 12th, and the IEFA championships and consolation game will be here on Hamilton County TV as well on October 19th. Looking forward to those 2 big weeks to close out the Indiana Elementary Football Association season. 2nd and 10 for the Millers. Power right. Heil's over there playing left halfback now. He's ambidextrous, folks. He can play left halfback and right halfback.
One thing I want to remind you too, we're early in the day. It'll be close to noon here. The New Earth Festival in Atlanta, Indiana, is going on today and tomorrow. A lot of goodies that you can find there for Christmas gifts and all those kind of things.
Miller back to pass.
Intercepted.
Man, he had a guy, I think. 23 with the ball again. Wow, Sparks, Miller just had a receiver and got a little overthrown or a little underthrown. He had Moody coming up, just overthrew him a touch.
Yeah.
Sparks is there. Again, Franklin Central's just able to defend this with three-layer defense, and it's making it tough to get plays like that off. Sparks is, if I gave out like a turkey leg or, one of them deals, he's getting a turkey leg today. Kid can play football. Getting a call from my doctor. All right. Well, that's a big play, big turn of events. Franklin Central now up 7, and they have the ball first and goal now from their 7. Man, this has just been back and forth, Barry.
Yeah.
Tudorow comes out with the back on either side of him, Middleton and Allen to his right. I'll just run with Allen behind Middleton, which is pretty common. Good hard run, good defense. Picks up about 4, though. It's going to be second goal from about the 3-yard line. Here comes Izzy Oladipupo back in the game. Good to see him. He's feeling good.
He may not be feeling good, but he's back in the game.
Millers are down quite a few players. It looks, like I said, it looked like a mash unit before, and it's really looking like it now. I see several starters out there with their pads off now. Eight on the play clock. Tudorow takes him to the line, snaps it. Allen comes off the right side there.
Look at that
breaks
spin.
The tackle and gets down to about the 1 or 2 yard line.
I'll tell you what, Allen's a good hard runner.
He really is. He doesn't have a lot of room, man, but to move today, but he's a heck of a running back. He's coming off the field in this particular set. Broderick Middleton in single back set. At 88, Barrett Krakanui on the right side in the H-back position. Just a good up the middle run to number 8, Jose Butler, and he ran really hard right up the middle. Went in.
Yeah, they brought that 5'10", 205 running back in there, and he just
little counter action, and boy, they found something there. He didn't even have a lead blocker, and I don't think he was touched. It was just a good play design. 34-21 with 8:05 left. Zachary Nason's in for this extra point. It's been perfect today, I believe, Perry. Good snap, good hold. He's smooth.
I'll tell you what, he's just it looks like when he kicks an extra point, it looks like a little chip shot, you know?
Yeah, I feel like somebody woke him up to kick it. He's so smooth. I wish I could swing my driver like that. I might get something out of it. He's just smooth.
He just chips it right in there.
Fundamental. Well, 8:05 left, 35-21. Chargers have taken back control of this game, and Nobles has got a lot of pressure now coming from behind, and it's tough to do when you're kind of got a running style offense, and time starts to run short. You start taking chances.
Yeah, it's tough right now. I mean, you know, when your opponent's up 35-21, it's hard to come back with this offense we have.
Well, never give up, they say. Franklin Central's got to be feeling good about their chances to get back to 500. And they've already played Brownsburg. Already played Avon. Played Noblesville, and I'm trying to think who else they played. Zionsville. So they still got HSE and Fishers and Westfield on their schedule. Golly, that's no fun.
Yeah.
There's just not an easy schedule in the Hoosier Crossroads Conference, folks.
No.
I've talked to a lot of people recently, and everybody believes this is the toughest conference in the state of Indiana, and I don't think there's any doubt about it. DeMonte Collier bobbles it a little, picks it back up, makes a nice move. Hold on to the ball, kid. He did. Miller will start this drive around the 19 or 20-yard line. But, you know, with Carmel and Center Grove both not being in the MIC anymore, I mean, there's no doubt about it. This HCC is the toughest conference in the state of Indiana.
Oh, absolutely.
It shows through every year.
And the one thing about it, too, is, you know, a few years ago when Jason West went to Franklin Central, we knew that there was going to be changes at Franklin Central, and they're getting better and better every year.
Merrick Helvey on the pole out there, but 2-on-1, it's hard to find anything. Max Miller's able to pick up 4 or 5 yards. Monte Collier coming in the game. Nick Morris comes out. Big Merrick Helvey's out there looking to pin, and he had 2 guys. He picked one. He did a nice job, but again, Franklin Central, by playing this 4-3, playing this 3-layer defense, they're able to read and get angles and get leverage and take away those things. If you can't run inside, you can't run outside, there ain't a lot you can do. Here comes that jet motion again. Looking to throw the ball. Miller's going to be sacked there. I believe that's 55. Is that Jaden McCaslin? Was that 55 on the sack?
Max Miller sacked in the backfield back to the 18-yard line. Number 55, Jaden McCaslin.
Yeah,
you were right on it, man.
Yeah, McCaslin just come right up through and took an inside rush lane and went right to the quarterback. 3rd and 13, 3rd and 12. Miller's spread it out. You got Aiden Brewer down here one-on-one, matched up against Demir Swanigan, who just loves this matchup. He's taking it personally. You got a safety over the top of Brewer. Double tight end set. Max Miller drops back to throw. Just going to air it up top.
Ooh, a lot of push. Oh, what a catch! What a catch by Brewer! He's off to the races.
Great catch. I'm just looking to see if that's offensive or defensive.
I think it's defensive. Well, let's see.
He's calling PI, but I don't know. I didn't see the replay there either. Defense. Catch is good. I mean, he had double coverage of 2 very good football players.
Yeah. And he just...
Aiden Brewer's an elite athlete.
There is nothing more you can say about that. He's a good one.
What a ball game. 6:21 left. Millers have a chance to cut this to 7 with PAT. Got Lytle out there again. Caden Lytle. I think it's 95. I just can't see Perry.
Yes, it is.
Got these new jerseys. Somebody sent me a picture of them earlier. I think it was Miss Weimer. Somebody sent me a picture. Said they say the Ville on them. They're kind of like, you know, major leagues have their City Connect uniforms with these little sayings.
Yeah.
You know,
like the Indianapolis Indians have the Circle City.
Yeah, or say the Ville and their last name. I'm guessing it's something they get to keep with their name on it. That's kind of nice. FC does not jump. Good snap, good hold, and Lytle boots it right down the middle. Well, here we go again, 35-28. Good news is you scored a touchdown. Bad news is now you got to kick off.
Yep.
Cover it.
Gator Electric, highest performing national contractor of excellence since 1984. Gator Electric's success continues to be built on the cornerstone of reliable resources, reliable outcomes, insights fueled by the genuine care for people. Gator Electric, along with Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, are proud sponsors of Hamilton County sports. How about Community Health? As a leader in Central Indiana sports medicine, Community Health Network has a deep lineup of orthopedic and sports medicine specialists to keep you playing at the top of your game. Whether it's a pulled muscle, a torn ACL, community physicians are helping athletes remain active, competitive. Visit ecommunity.com/sports.
With 6:21 left in the fourth quarter, Franklin Central 35, Noblesville 28.
Getting set up here for kickoff.
Well, I bet Jason West has got ulcers, and every time he thinks he's kind of got all right, we're up 2 touchdowns, things are going our way. We got him in a down and distance we like. Things are all looking good for us. And the next thing you know, Noblesville scores again. Must have been an unsportsmanlike penalty there, 15 yards. I don't know if Coach Sharp was planning on it, but you have to kick onside here. I mean, an onside kick that they recover, they're going to have the ball at the 35-yard line. So at this point, you got to go an onside kick. Looks like the Millers are lining up for it. Easiest decision in coaching right here. I don't care if it's the first quarter. If you're going to kick the ball off at their 45-yard line, you're going to kick an onside kick.
Timeout called here. Blades Audio Video Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio video security provider. Blades AVS is a design-build firm that provides high-quality solutions that are designed, engineered, installed, and warranted by our team of experts. For 20 years, we've been helping schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. We've added securing your facilities to how we can serve you. So whether it's a sound system, your displays, your network, or your building security, ask how our experienced Blades Audio Video Security team can serve your business.
I need to rewrite that. That's just too long. Long ads for Blades. We can say it quicker. I'll rework that for you, Perry.
Thank you.
Here comes the onside kick. A good kick.
Yeah.
Wow, that's just what you want, the kind of bounce. But you know, Adam Moritz said, "I'm going to recover this one."
But like you said, it's 35-yard line. So.
Hudson Moritz. It's funny. I coached a kid named Adam Moritz in baseball like 20 years ago, and somehow that name came out of my mouth. Hudson Moritz.
I knew that 41-second commercial would come out.
Jim, quit making fun of our 41-second commercial. We fixed it. We got it 30 seconds now, just like the pros do. Got Bobby Tremaine on the narration. All right. So Franklin Central, Perry, they got to move the ball. They got to kill some clock. They'd love to score, but you don't want to get too conservative here and give the Millers the ball back. It's a tricky places to be as a coach. And Noblesville's got to play tough defense and get a stop, get the ball back as soon as possible. Wow.
Nice defense. Oh, pass interference.
Well, both guys saw it, and they believed it was. They believed our corner got there a little early. I believe that's Marcus Burns, who first look, naked eye, looked like pretty good coverage, but two officials saw the same thing, saw PI, so we'll have to go with that.
Pass interference on Noblesville.
But, you know, they didn't come out and try to run the ball and kill the clock and get too conservative. They came out and tried to hit a little skinny post, a little slant route. Now they're at the 50-yard line already. 6:15 to go. Millers still have all 3 timeouts. They haven't burned any timeouts this half, which is a good thing for them. FC has 2 left. Looking to run the ball here. Nice jump cut there, 22. That play is designed to go a little bit outside. Broderick Middleton read the blocking and saw a seam back up the middle. If you watch this kick-out block goes wide, and he just sees the opening, cuts it back inside. Millers were kind of overcommitted toward that lead block and left that backside gap a little open. Picked up about 5 or 6 on the play. Good run by Middleton. Tutterose getting a play call in. FC's got tight end left, wide receiver left to the short side, 2 wide receivers up top to the wide side. Middleton just to Tutterose right. 2nd and 4. He's going to run the ball again. Good play there on the backside. I think that's Wilhelm. Yeah. Indy Wilhelm's been all over the field today. You see he just crashes down here on this backside and gets a hold of Middleton on the back. Indy's a legitimate football player. So 3rd and about 2. FC would love to string a couple first downs together here. See Avery Allen back in the game. No H back. We got tight end to the left. I would probably let Allen run this ball off the left side behind the tight end. He's going to come through, little guard, and nice cut. This is almost a dive out of
First
shotgun,
down.
if you will. No lead blocker, just pick a gap and try to get me 2 yards, Mr. Allen. He did a good job of it. Kind of a wham blocker, pulling a guard to kick and just sending that right tackle straight upfield to get second level. Good play design.
Taking their time on the clock here.
1st and 10 from the 38. 2 backs in the backfield, Allen and Middleton. Broderick Middleton to the right of Teterow. 2 wide receivers set, tight end to the right. Look for him to run it off the right side here. Mahedby's there, just couldn't come to balance and make the play in the backfield, but still hesitated enough, made the running back hesitate enough to let his defense rally and pick up of about 2. Going to bring up a 2nd and 8. You watch Mahedby come through here just unblocked. He is really, really quick off the ball and finds himself in those gaps a lot. Noblesville's young inside backers are learning every week after week to fill those windows. You got to fill those blocks and see which way they're trying to go and just fill those open windows and make plays. There's Allen up the middle there. They're calling him down. The official on this side is calling him down. Miller's wanted a fumble. Miller officials are calling him down by contact. I'm watching the play and
injured player, is there?
I think he might have been down. It's hard to tell on that replay. Allen's coming up just a little shook up. He's all right. He's probably a little hacked off on himself that the ball even came out of his hands even after he was down. As a running back, you don't want to give him any chance, you know.
Yeah.
Get you on something like that. He's going off the field a little shook up. Hopefully he's all right. He's one of the better running backs we've seen this year, Perry.
Yeah, he's a tough kid.
Well, 3rd and 2, 3:23 on the clock. Miller still have all 3 of their timeouts. FC's really would like to just continue. This is surely 4-down territory. I don't believe they're going to try field goal from this far. They're up 7. Even if they turn the ball over here, it's 70 yards from the end zone. I look for them to run it a couple of times. They're going under center. They did this earlier in the game and just ran a quick little dive for a touchdown, I believe. Is that 8 in the game?
Yes.
Yeah, last time they had him in the game, they ran what we would call weak side belly. They're just going to hit it in the backside B gap. This time they're just going to run it in the A gap on the strong side. He may have got it anyways.
Jose Butler on the carry for the Slashers down to the 27-yard line. 1st down, Franklin Central.
Good run. They got the 1st down. Jose Butler runs hard. Big kid. What'd you say he was? Number 8?
205.
Ooh, 5'10", 205 junior. I can't imagine trying to tackle somebody who weighs 200 pounds these days. Tight wing to the left. They're going to stay in. This is just a wing T set here, Coach. Look at this. I think that's just what we would call down, or strong side belly. That's all they're trying to run there. They're just pivoting, giving it to the fullback, right in the strong side, probably using that wing back. Yeah, they're using the wing back for a lead blocker, although the wing back needs to get inside there instead of outside, I believe. Just simple strong side belly, picks up 5.
All right, let's thank one of our sponsors, Sarah Cleverly. Close it with Clev, 317-695-6114. Talk to Tucker. Looking for someone to help navigate buying or selling a home? Let Sarah Cleverly help find the home of your dreams. Clev's been a resident of Noblesville for almost 40 years, a Noblesville graduate and an invested member of the community. For your next real estate experience, close it with Clev. Sean, the Millers got 2 more timeouts left?
Yes, sir. They took their first time out there. Franklin Central here was 2nd and about 7. Kind of look for him to stay in that wing T set.
Just grind it out.
This is my kind of football here. You can run belly either side with number 8. You can lead with the wing back, or you can lead with the halfback. They're going to go back to the strong side belly. He cuts it inside the gap. They're trying to get that play out to C gap, and he went inside.
Butler on the carry.
Picked up a couple. Noblesville's going to take a second timeout, leaves them one in the tank. And Noblesville did a good job of jumping out. Mahedby jumps out in the gap they're trying to hit there, and Butler did what he could do and cut it back inside.
Well, Sean, we'll be back here, Hamilton County TV, next week as the Millers will host the Southeastern Royals. The Royals play this afternoon at 3 o'clock, I believe. It's at Zionsville they're playing, is that right?
They do play Zionsville today, yes, sir. Yeah. I talked to Coach Kelly a little bit yesterday during the day, and I just, as a friend would tell a friend, I let him know if he loses this game, go ahead and resign. Because he's already lost 2 in a row here. Lost a close one to Fishers and lost an overtime one to Westfield, 2 of the top 5 or 6 teams in the state. And so I told him if he loses Zionsville, it's over for him. Go back to Farming or whatever he did in Jay County. But they should do a good job today. They are a little hurt up front, but they're a phenomenal team, well coached. All right, they're going to stay in this. Now they changed it a little bit. They changed it a little bit. They put the wing to the other side. Going to shotgun, actually. Tried to run inside that kick out. The blocking, the timing was all just off. Titero's talking to his player now that's supposed to get there. If you watch this play, he's got to be much faster getting that point of attack. He's supposed to be the lead puller. The kick-out pulls, when you're leaving an unblocked guy on the end and you're trusting somebody to come in inside angle and kick him out. A lead pull, you got to put your foot in the ground and get upfield, and you're looking usually for a linebacker. If you see there on their 2 pullers they had, they both went for the kick-out, so which left nobody leading up through the hole, which is what Titero was trying to tell his wing there. He said, hey, you're the lead puller there. You can't both kick out one guy, and at least it's nobody lead blocking. And I think Titero's a little frustrated there with him. But 4th down, I believe they're going to go for the field goal here, Perry. 21. He's setting it up here at the 28. It's going to be a 38-yard field goal.
The way he kicks the ball, man, I mean, this is not much here.
Well, it's a little bit right to left wind. If anything, it's a hurting wind. I would not be surprised to see Titero run something here, but I believe they think that he can make it here. Nasons is a really good kicker. Good snap, good hold, plenty of leg. I think he pulled it left. Yeah, that wind is howling.
Yeah, it is.
Well, with 2:04 left, the Millers will take over. IHSAA rules will put the ball out to 20. The Millers will take over 1st and 10 from their 20 with no timeouts and everything riding on this possession.
Sean, I have an update from Penn High School. Noblesville Millers girls, who are undefeated this season, is up 1-0 over Penn High School. Meredith Tipner scoring the first goal for the Millers.
What is it, still in the first half?
Yes.
Perry, you saw them at breakfast yesterday, and Meredith come over to the table. What a nice, pleasant young lady, and they were there having a nice breakfast ready before school, and you hope that they up there and have success, and you meet somebody like that, and you just want them to win everything they do.
That's right.
There's that reverse again off of the jet action.
He gets that corner turn.
They called a holding.
Yeah.
Holy cow, Brody Gump comes back. They ran this play earlier for success and had a penalty.
And here it is again.
I don't like the call. I'm watching the block they call. That was Max Miller. They actually called on the hole, and I'm watching that play, and looked to me like he got in his chest and kept his hands in, but the defender flew his hands up in the air as if to say, hey, I'm getting held, and they both threw the flag. So they must have saw something they didn't like. I didn't see it on the replay. Big break. I mean, I don't know. Miller may have had his hand around the outside and had him hooked. I couldn't tell from that angle. The 2 officials saw it and called it. So, and I'm 185 yards away, so I'm going to go ahead and go with
the official.
Yeah, they're wearing black and white. I'm just wearing black, so I'm a little biased. Timeout. Franklin Central is going to take a minute here just to regroup on this 1st and 15 to make sure they know what they're trying to dial in. I mean, if I'm the Millers, I'm having a hard time. I don't care if they put 5 guys on Brewer. I might still throw it to him.
Well, you know, Mr. Brewer, if you get the ball close to him, he's going to get it.
Seeing a bunch of my former grinders out here on the platform. See Kyle Howard, full mustache. Luke Stevenson out there, who 8th grader now at Noblesville West, Big Braden Booze. Old Luke Stevenson's the most explosive youth player I've ever coached, Perry. He's an 8th grader, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
And he's a great kid, too, man.
He is, in spite of his dad. He's a pretty good kid.
Yeah, right.
Luke actually ran a 4.940 as a 6th grader. I timed him. I'd never seen anything like it. He was that fast and explosive. He's going to be a special high school player. Although I heard he likes baseball a lot, which is unfortunate, you know. Well, 1st and 15. Max Miller brings him out. Moody's your tight end to the right. You got 2 receivers right. Indy Wilhelm to the short side at tight end on the left side, and Aiden Brewer, they have split out to the short side. Looking to throw it over the middle to Moody. Probably going to call PI. Probably going to call PI on Franklin Central. I don't know. These plays are so close. They're just bang, bang. Wow. I'm a Noblesville fan, and I'm having a hard time seeing that as pass interference on Franklin Central, Perry. But, again, I'm not out there on the field and hearing it and seeing it. Boy. Sparks made a pretty good play on that football, a little high throw, and he come in, timed it pretty good, but they're going to call him for getting there just a fuzz early. Noblesville gets a break there and is going to take the ball up to the 30-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. 1:47 on the clock. Noblesville with no timeouts left. FC has 1. Aiden Brewer now down here to the wide side. Again, they're just going to throw it to him, and Brewer kind of lost his footing there.
Yeah, he did.
17 from Franklin Central on the coverage there, Dennis Mitchell. Mitchell said, I got this.
1:41 left to go here in the ball game. 35-28 Franklin Central.
I seen Aiden Brewer's brother yesterday at lunch. We were at Burritos and Beer. You ever been down there? You got the best burritos in town. But
really?
He was in there working, and I reminded him he's now the 2nd best brewer. I always used to tell him that as a joke when he was in high school and Aiden was a grinder. But now I mean it. I'm sorry, Aaron. Love you, but.
Now where is this place?
141st and 37. It's kind of like Qdoba, but it's authentic Mexican food there. It's a little more. Oh boy, delay a game on the Millers. Best burrito I ever had. Just letting you know. Delay a game. Wow. After an incomplete pass. 2nd and 15 now for the Millers from the 25-yard line.
One thing about it is not much time goes off the clock when you throw it.
It's true, and it's still 2nd and 15.
Oh, goodness.
We're running the ball. With no timeouts left, that's
Well, I don't think he had much choice with the height. You know, the ball was a little high there. And
that was a designed run.
Was it?
Yeah, the guard pulled out and kicked out. You're hoping you get a 1st down there, but the clock's ticking. Throwing into triple coverage there. They got Brewer on the short side over there trying to run. He tried to run a slant and go, what we call a sluggo route.
Yeah.
But on the short side, it's going to be hard to do. Yeah, it's going to be. There's not a lot of space over there, and that's the guy they're keying. I'd probably try to get him over here to the wide side.
Here he comes.
Here we go. I mean, again, I'm just the Pee Wee coach. What do I know? Let's get him out here. You got some other guys you can throw the ball to here as well. You got Indy Wilhelm on the backside. Moody's a good target. This is a good target. 4th and about 7. 1:03 on the clock. Hold on. That was 4th down. My bad. That was 4th down. That'll do it, folks. The only thing between this game and a win for Franklin Central is the victory formation.
That's right.
Tough loss for the Millers, who are going to drop to 0-4 in conference.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in here today to Hamilton TV.
Yeah, how about Alan Scheller on the camera today, guys?
Man, he was fantastic.
Was that the best?
The best.
Hey, next week, Alan, we're going to put this headset on you. Let you just announce the game and video it.
Yeah.
And then you can sit where Jim's at and produce it at the same time.
Yeah, we're going to train him well.
We got 0-4 for the Millers. Franklin Central's going to move up to 2-2. It's been a bad stretch, it's just Noblesville's got a lot going on. They've been in a lot of games, Perry, a lot of tight games and back and forth games. But prepping for this game and looking around, the Millers have I think lost 32 of their last 35 conference games now. That's tough, and it just becomes hard as a player to believe in yourself. So let's hope they can rebound. And they got HSC here next week,
and then they go to Brownsburg the following week.
Yeah,
so
not an easy road.
It's not an easy task.
Enjoyed it, fellas. Thanks again. Good seeing you.
Appreciate everybody tuning in here today, and want to thank everybody that watched the game here. Appreciate it. This is Perry Williams and Sean Blades, and we'll see you next week.